Alright, what is up, y'all? You already know go. It's your boy B back with another video. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you have not already, man, make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. If you don't know who I am, my name is Brandon Jones and I specialize in helping you make an extra income. And today is the realest video you're ever going to see on YouTube, hopefully. And guys, I hope it's just the start. I give you guys transparent, full transparent videos on how to make an extra income stream. And if you guys don't know already, I am somebody that has been flipping phones since 2014. Like really flipping phones. And the reason I say that is because I'm sick of it. I'm sick of it. Like I'm completely sick of the watered down phone flipping community. And what I mean by that is it just seems like this is starting to get really saturated and frustrating when it comes to just people telling the truth. Okay? Now, when it comes to phone flipping isn't hard. I say that all the time. Phone flip is easy. It's easy to phone flip, easy to make money. It is. It's very easy. But one thing I do want to say is we're not going to make phone flipping seem like it is a extremely profitable business when you first get started, or an extremely profitable business if you're just doing it by yourself. And what we're not going to do is we're not going to lie. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to tell y'all really exactly how much money you guys can make phone flipping, okay? And the way I'm going to tell y'all is by literally showing you guys proof. Like, I ain't even for none of the games. I'm not for none of the, oh my god, they sold it on eBay for $38,000. I'm not for none of that. I, if you guys don't know, have access to wholesale buyers internationally and in the States. And let me explain to you guys what a wholesale buyer is before anything. Because if you want to know how I made $4,000 a week flipping phones, first you got to understand how the heck I sell them. And why you don't sit there and try to fabricate and act as if you're making $4,000, $8,000, $9,000, $10,000, $12,000 a week or even a month by selling phones on eBay, OfferUp, or any of those. Because at that point you're creating a facade. Now you may be like, Brandon, cut it out. Cut it out, Brandon. Cut it out, Hustler. Cut it out, B. Whatever you call me. You might be like, yo, cut it out. Like, Brandon, come on now. It's people doing it. No, there's not. Okay? Now let me explain to you why. Number one, a consumer is going to buy a phone for what they deem the price as, okay? And when it comes to a wholesale buyer, there are two different things. You have consumers, wholesale buyers. There's no way in any capacity anybody is making $10,000 in 31 days selling to consumers. Why? Because the cost that you get the phones from would technically have to be low. I'm talking about around $200 lower than what a consumer values it in the first place, when that's impossible because you're buying it from a consumer. Then you would have to flip it to another consumer for $200. The average cost of a device when you're buying it from a consumer is going to be around $100 to $150 lower than market value. And if you don't know what market value is, you're tripping, because you're not on the phone flipping buyers price list that I do provide you guys on imhustlersmindset.com. This phone flipping buyer price list is a price list composed by yours truly, updated daily by my staff, and we have 25 in the state and international buyers on there that has a spreadsheet for MacBooks, iPads, Apple Watches, used iPhone, new iPhones, Apple Pens, AirPods, PlayStation 5s, and more. iCloud lock, passcode lock, blacklisted phones, all market values for them. And you can sell them to all of these sellers, okay? That is on imhustlersmindset.com. Link is below. But if you don't know what the market value is, go ahead and go find out. It's $80 one time, and that helps me pay these buyers to keep this list updated. But back to what I was saying, you guys have to understand this. When you're selling a phone, the phone that you're selling, in order for you to make a crazy amount profit, would have to be sold fast. You don't have 7 days, you don't have 6 days, 5 days. You don't have that to sit there and flip over a profit if you're trying to make $10,000 a month. You have to be selling these to a wholesale buyer, because that wholesale buyer is going to help you get these phones off so that you're back liquid. And what I mean by liquid, I'm talking about liquid cash. You invest your money in phones, okay? You invest your money in phones like these, okay? And that is where your investment is in these phones. But on the other hand, you need to then dish these phones off to a wholesale buyer as fast as possible so you can get back money so you can buy the next phone. The average profit that you're making on a device is $50 to $100, or maybe if you're lucky, $150. So for somebody or anybody to claim that they're making around $4,000 a week phone flipping, selling on eBay, they're out of their god dang mind. They're completely fabricating, creating an illusion, and lying to you. Just like a lot of these people are lying with their views. Just like a lot of these people are lying with their subscribers. Just like a lot of these people are lying in general, because the internet is somewhere you can build and fake a lifestyle, fake that you're successful when you just ahead. When you just was given something. And why am I snapping like this? I'm snapping like this because for you to click on this video, you are really interested in phone flipping. But it's sad that you're getting fed a whole bunch of bullcrap. Now, don't get me wrong, there's some great information out there. But if you are somebody that truly wants to know how to flip phones, I'm going to give you a quick rundown. And I'm going to give you the quick, transparent truth rundown on how you can start making great profit. I have spreadsheets to show you how much my people are making weekly. I ain't even fitting to talk too much about the money. I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you what a real spreadsheet look like from a real wholesale buyer, real offers, real payments, okay? Real payments. Show you how much people really making, because the average person flipping phones with us making around $2,000, okay, every single week. And what I mean by us, I'm talking about the educated hustlers. I'm talking about my family. If you're not a part of it, make sure you subscribe and join the Discord. The link is below. Guys, when it comes to phone flipping, we're going to break down exactly the steps you need to do to start, exactly how much and what you can expect. And we ain't giving no fake facade, some fake behind story. Oh my God, so guys, I made this and I brought this phone for this much and sold it on eBay or sold it on OfferUp. Now I sell phones on OfferUp all the time. I just sold an iPhone 11 that I got for, I believe, $60 for $160. $100 profit. Great, great, great. But even if I was to sell 7 of those, I'm not making $4,000 a week flipping phones. And then you might be like, well, Brandon, what if they have the capital to buy more? How many phones do you think are out there? And what I mean, but I'm not saying it's not enough, but I'm saying, do you think there's enough phones for somebody, just one person, to scoop them all up for a great profit just by themselves, all at once? Guys, come on. We got to tighten this. We got to tighten up. We got to tighten up. But that's enough of the rant for right now. We're going to get into the steps on how you can actually start flipping phones right now and making true, genuine profits right now. Okay? Right now. So first, I want to build a little credibility. I don't want y'all to think that I'm just talking out my butt. All right? So we're going to actually show you some real screenshots of some real spreadsheets from real wholesale buyers. We see in the first one, the first person made $2,690 flipping iPhone 14 Plus and iPhone 14 Pro Maxes, 2 each. They made $2,690. Okay, now we're gonna go over to the next one. We have 5 iPhone 14 Pro Maxes, all AT&T. This person made $3,850. Okay. We have the next one, all iPhone 14 Pro Maxes, again AT&T, $4,620. All right. Then we have another one. These are iPhone 13s, 128s, Xfinity, iPhone 14, 128, AT&T activated, and then one iPhone 14, 128 unlocked, and the 13 Pro Max unlocked, $2,720. Reason I'm telling you that is because you don't hear 4,000. You did see somebody almost make 4,000. No, we got one person that made 4,000, and they sold 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 newer devices. Okay, The 14 Pro Max is pretty newer. When I'm talking about newer, I'm talking about the phones that you would sell to a wholesale seller. Because I wouldn't sell an iPhone 13 and under. So anything under a 13, I wouldn't sell to a wholesale seller. I would just sell it to a consumer, and I would be knowing that I'm only going to make a $50 to $100 or maybe $150 profit, which technically isn't that bad. Like, that's good, but we gotta just debunk the notion of, oh my God, I made $10,000 just flipping phones by myself. No, and I'm gonna tell you at the end of the video how you can make that money, but it ain't by yourself. Anyway, so as we get into how you can start flipping phones and how you can actually start making money and making the right amount of money, the money these people are making, because this is a great start. I wrote down some notes, some guides that I want to just go over real quick so that you can get on track. Now, another way that you guys can start to learn how to flip phones on a regular and start making money like people are making right here, utilizing the tools that I'm showing you, is by getting the Phone Flipping Academy with me. Now, my academy don't just come with a course where you just sit down and, okay, all right, that's how you do that. That's how you look up an IMI? Okay. That's how you grade a phone? Okay. That's how you check a phone? Okay, cool. Like, I ain't finna do that to y'all. That ain't how you do it. Like, that ain't it. Because like I was talking to my guy, shout out my guy Jerry, shout out my guy Andrew, shout out all of the educated hustlers in the Discord, shout out all the educated hustlers on the YouTube, shout out everybody, right? But that's not what I tell y'all. I tell y'all straight up, stop investing in courses that don't give you connections. I'm gonna say it again. Stop investing in courses that don't give you connections. Now, Bree, hustler, what do you mean by that? What I mean is, I'm not investing in a course that ain't gonna give me a connection to a source. Oh my God, I should be a rapper. I'm not investing in a course that isn't gonna give me a connection to a source. Now, what do I mean? Courses, they often become outdated. I know this person, right? Because I wasn't about to start selling courses when it came to phone flipping at all, okay? Until I saw this person, and this person had a phone flipping academy. And I looked at the phone flipping academy. It was trash. Like 88% of all of these phone flipping academies out there, they're trash. Not because of the information the person put in there, because all the phone flipping courses have similar information, right? Because it's not something that's difficult. But it was trash because after I'm done taking this elementary behind course or academy, like, what now? What now? But at our Phone Flipping Academy, you take it, and then not only are you inducted into our paid Discord, but you're also given a 30-minute call with me after for me to update you on anything new and also answer any questions you have. Also, I'm going over the 30 minutes. I ain't tripping on the time. I'm not tripping on the time for somebody that actually invested in themselves. I would never in my life do that. But I digress. You guys got to go ahead and check that out. That's only $111. I ain't charging you $200. I ain't yeah, the course right now, it's $250, but it's been valued at $978.99. Like, are you get the what? Let's move on. So first, what you got to do, right, when you want to start flipping phones, you have to understand that you need to find a plug. Okay, that's just it. You need to find a plug. You need to have two ways to sell devices all the time. One way is going to be with a consumer. Another way is going to be with a wholesale buyer. You need to find what platforms you're going to sell to consumers via OfferUp, MERCARI, eBay if you want. I don't recommend selling on eBay or finding phones on eBay or any of that, but I'll tell you that later. But you want to find a place where you can find phones to buy. Now, I never ever recommend any platform where you would have to have the phone shipped to you. That's why I always say just start with OfferUp. Start with Facebook Marketplace. Start with somewhere where you're actually going to be able to meet these people physically, okay? Next, after that, you want to make sure that you find a wholesale buyer. Now, what do I mean by a wholesale buyer? I'm talking about a person that is going to buy the phones from you just off the rip for a price that they tell you. So like a market value price, like I already been talking about our phone flip and buyers price list, we give you the market value, and then we have buyers bid for your devices. Some price lists that are free, they just tell you what they're gonna pay you and that's it, right? We don't do that. We make buyers actually bid for your stuff so you get a higher amount. But you want to make sure you have a way to sell phones to consumers and a way to sell phones to wholesale buyers. So if you want to sell it slow but get the most amount of money, you sell to consumers. If you want to sell it fast, get liquid, then so you can reinvest into another phone, you want to sell it to a wholesale buyer. All right, those are the two things you definitely need. Before you even talk about money, you need these connections. I'm telling you, okay? So invest in these connections because these connections matter. Next, you want to talk about a budget. How much money you working with? How much money you trying to start with, right? So the money you're trying to start with is very important. Listen, you can start with $0. I put out a video on how you can start with $0, but we ain't talking about that right now. We're talking about somebody that's trying to get it started, okay? If you want to get it started, you need at least $150. Let's keep it a stack, okay? If you know how to fix phones, you can start with 50. But I say $150 gets you in there like swimwear, okay? You take that, go ahead and get you an iPhone 11, all right, for like $100, $111, somewhere around that, nothing above 100 to be honest. And you take that, you go ahead and get that iPhone 11, that's buying it lower than market value. Because the iPhone 11, honestly, if you really want to sell it to a consumer, you can sell that thing for 160, 180, 200, around that amount, right? Go ahead, start flipping your money that way, and you in there, you good, right? So I would say start with around $150. Don't you dare try to sell it to a wholesale buyer because they ain't gonna value it the same way. They're gonna say, I'll give you $20 for it because that crap is not valuable, all right? But you want to start that way. If you have a check where you're getting paid $620 every 2 weeks, I'm telling you right now, take $500 out of your first check of the month and start investing in phones, and I guarantee you're gonna get like 1,000 and some change back. I promise you, if you do it the right way. All right, so you want to make sure that you're also looking at travel and costs, right? So I don't ever recommend you going to anybody. Once you go to somebody, you lose leverage. You make people meet you, whether it's at a police station, at a ShopRite, Walmart, Target, anywhere. Don't have them meet you at the crib now, but choose the nearest shop and send it to your house. We ain't traveling nowhere. I don't travel nowhere. They ain't meet me at my store. They meet me down the street. They meet me somewhere where I'm at. Okay, like I'm not, like, we not finna do that. I'm not chasing you around the world. If I go, I want to be able to walk away from that place saying, all right, well, that was only this. You know what I mean? Like I only had to do a 1 second drive, your 1 minute drive, 2 minute drive. Like it's not a real loss. I find me traveling to people has put me in positions to where I was really not in the best position for leverage wise, and if they didn't show, I was gonna be heated, okay? And that's not the way to go. All right, next is once you go ahead and see that person, you need an IMI checker. One of the most important things is checking the device the right way. I give you a great IMI checker, and it's an IMI checker I see a lot of these people that saying they flip phones ain't even using, and it's the best one out there. Tell you everything from the purchase date to if it's blacklisted to where the carrier came from to if it was an insurance claim, if they did a replacement device claim, if they did this, did that, and these people are using free IMI checkers. Like what the heck is going on? I'm telling y'all right now, I got the sauce because this is something I take serious. This is a serious income for me. This ain't no play. This ain't no, oh my God, guys, I'm gonna act like I sell phones or I buy phones, but I work at AT&T. Like we're not doing that, because that at that point, guys, is putting you in a bad position to start something and get fluff instead of getting substance. And we need you to get substance. You need a IMI checker, and most IMI checkers that are really good aren't free. They're gonna cost you like 7 cents, 6 cents, 5 cents, something like that every time you check an IMI. But you got to think about it. That is a cost because it's going through a database that actually is going to make you really not lose money, okay? So you need an IMI checker. You need to know how to physically look at devices to make sure that they're not broke, cracked, scratched. You want to look at the battery percentage. You want to make sure if you do have a phone that is sealed, that phone isn't blacklisted. All phones can be blacklisted. Let's make that clear. That's a risk as phone buyers we take. But have conversation with the people you're buying it from so you make sure that you know that they're legit. All right, next, profit, okay? You want to take your profit, put it in a different bank account, okay? Don't put it in the same bank account as the money that you just literally are flipping. Separate it, okay? Take 50%, put it in another account. And I'm gonna break down how to do that in another video because that's a whole nother story. But it's a way for you to make sure that you're being profitable and also smart. You ain't making no money your first year phone flipping. No, that's all bread that you're getting so that you can actually sit on so you can build your bread up. We trying to build money so we can create a business. The way that you make money, 4,000, 10,000, 9,000, all of that is by outsourcing. There's not one person phone flipping that's making that money on a consistent basis as one person. There's only one person in, like, guys, there's like 24 hours in a day, okay? You're not meeting all of these people. They have jobs. They have all this other stuff they got to do. You ain't meeting all of them and being able to flip. The secret is having one person in each state. That's when you start making chicken. And I'm going to teach y'all how to do that. That's how you start scaling your business. But you ain't scaling your business talking about, hey, I'm just selling them on eBay. Like, come on. Like, you think I'm stupid? Bro, you got everything that you got because you have connections. You got a friend that's good at YouTube, a friend that blew up on YouTube, and now you sitting there paying for your views, trying to blow up like him. But guess what, buddy? It ain't that easy, because people that had to grind it out, people that actually had to make mistakes and learn how to do this, they take that offensive, because I had to sweat, I had to lose, I had to sit on my ass, I had to take losses, I had to cry, I had to really suffer to learn the things that I know. I had to actually sit there, get in where I fit in, to get into the room with people that actually know what they're doing. I had to sit there and take freaking orders from people so I can learn how to do this. So when people start playing with the income streams that you bust your ass to start to learn and actually perfect, you take it personal. You take it personal. So guys, join that Discord, tap in, subscribe. We going crazy all 2024. I'm done playing with people. I ain't letting people cheat us. We are going to take this stuff personal. I'm helping you guys build your income streams. I ain't saying it's gonna make you rich, but it's gonna make you bread. All right, guys, so I'm see you guys at the top because it's too crowded at the bottom. I love you guys, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace.